Okay, so here are two equations for the Olympic 100-meter run. We're going to let our t be the years after 1948. We've got the m function for the male equation and the f function for the female equation. And so now what we want to do is we want to see the males are running faster because they have a lower time to begin with, but the females are reducing their rate at a faster time because their rate of change is more negative. So that means the women are catching up to the men. And if this pace continues, how long will it take before the women catch up to the men? So what we want to do here is, since we have two equations and we want to find out when they're the same, we're going to make them equal to each other. So we're going to have negative 0.0098 t plus 10.353. And we're going to make that equal to the female equation, negative 0.0169 t plus 11.588. Okay. And so what we want to do is we want to get the t value by itself. So since that's a negative 0.0169, we're going to add 0.0169 t to both sides. Okay, they cancel over here, which leaves us just the 11.588. Okay. On the right-hand side, if we combine those two together, we get 0.0071 t. Okay, and then we bring down the plus the 10.353. Then we're going to subtract the 10.353 from both sides. Okay, those cancel. It just leaves 0.0071 t equals, we subtract these two, 1.235, and then we're going to divide both sides by 0.0071. And when we divide that out, we get approximately 174. It's actually 173.94 and so on, but we'll round that to 174 years. Okay. Remember that we're measuring the years after 1948. So this means 174 years after 1948. That will be in the year 2122, when the men and the women will be the same based on this formula. Okay, so how fast will they be running? Well, at this time, they should both be running at the same. So we can just take this number 174 and put it back into either of these equations. So they should be the same, may not be exactly the same since we did round this number off. So let's use the male's equation. So we want to find the male winning time 174 years later. So we put 174 in for the t. And we simply calculate that out. So the male's time, 174 years later, is about 8.65 seconds. And if we calculated the women's time in the 174 years, we would get about the same answer, about 8.65 seconds.